What's up, boys and girls? We are live. Interesting slate last night. I was close. Just missed it. I needed a little out of Shohei. Shohei get nothing, but made the right calls on pitching, and Shota just shoved again. And nobody went there because he was so expensive, which was great. Just needed a little more. I went to a couple Rockies bats, and obviously they didn't do anything.
Yeah, same here. I had an all right night. Nothing special. We just got the news that Paul Skeens is making his debut Saturday.
Yep, and they were trying. Literally, the Pirates came out and said no, right? So I'm excited, and I yanked him because the GM was like, "Nope, he's starting at AAA at the NFC," and I yanked him instead. So I'm very annoyed about that right now because I got a bunch of Skeens stashed. I just didn't want to risk a zero, even though I thought for sure he would be. Sad I chickened out. So how you looking on the morning slate here on this early slate?
I was doing okay last I checked. I need Dodgers and Marlins to score some runs.
All right. Well, we got an interesting pitching slate tonight. We've got a few guys coming back from injury, making their first start. Ownership is I'm checking some ownership at some other places right now. It's shocking to me. Looking like Pivetta is going to be one of the highest owned pitchers of the night, if not the highest. I get he was pitching really well before he got hurt, but it's still I get Atlanta has a hit rate either, but man, on this slate with all the pitching that's there, you really want to throw almost $9,000 Pivetta against Atlanta at 35-40% ownership?
No.
How you feeling?
He won't even make my pool if he really comes in that high.
Yeah, that's I checked a couple places and they both got him at that right now. And then we got the next group, right? These guys are all in the 20s. We got Kirby, Bradish, Jamont, Savali, Ashcraft, which shocks me, Rodon, and Sale. And I will tell you, if there is, I really want that. Yeah, man, that's really where they're going to land. That's lunacy to me. That's crazy. That's crazy talk. They're really, I can't bat enough. I might go play GPP if that Cincinnati game goes and Ashcraft's 20 to 25% versus D-backs in the Great American Small Park. I'll just say it now. That will be my SE lineup if that's the case.
Yeah, I'm not playing Ashcraft. The rest, I like Kirby tonight. I think Paddock's fine. Savali, he's been pretty rough, but I think he's all right.
Yeah. It's I don't hate Bradish at 25%. He's $8,400. Again, I like Jamon at 7,700. That's his price point's good there. The price point for me is a $6,500 Paddock, right? We've seen Paddock K 10 people already this year. And man, they can Seattle strikes out, man, at a rate that they might go for the MLB record at the rate we're going here.
Yeah, they're horrible. Paddock makes a lot of sense. I also like Jordan Hicks against the Rockies. I mean, I hate that it's in Coors, but if he comes in under 10%, I like it.
Yeah, he started off low earlier. He's looking like he's going to be, he's going to be a little higher up now. Where am I seeing? Yeah, I think he's going to land 15% tonight, which again, I'm okay with, right? I didn't love Harrison last night, but I think Hicks has got a little better K upside. So, right, $6,800 Hicks, $6,500 Paddock, and you could go play whatever bats you want. What do you think of Mitchell Parker being $8,500 today?
It's pretty crazy. I mean, Baltimore does strike out a lot. I think he could limit the damage, but I don't really like going to him as an option.
Yeah, I just don't get it. I mean, he's not getting a ton of ownership, which um, he shouldn't be. But 80, I don't get that 8,500 price. You got any stones to throw in some Arrighetti against the Yankees at $6,300?
I do like him as a punt. I don't like targeting the Yankees just because they don't really strike out, but I think he's pretty good. So I don't mind getting to some lineups with him.
And then what about Rodon? You're going to try to get any access to Rodon?
I don't know. I do like targeting Houston, but Rodon's probably the last guy I like.
Yeah, I'm down there. Give me Paddock, Hicks, Jamont, even some Bradish, and then Kirby. That's the Twins strike out too much to not throw Kirby. So that's we've seen their K rate. It's just insanely through the roof. Just can't not go there. All right, well, let's go to some of the games here, and let's get this. See, we're getting a bunch of oh man, we got almost every lineup. Holy cow!
Thank you. Every lineup except the Giants. Last I checked.
Yeah, so cool. All right. Again, let's really keep an eye on the weather. I haven't checked a weather update. Let's pull my phone out and get a weather update. Weather, so we can have, what are we looking at? Cincy. Now we know St. Louis is postponed. That's my only worry, right? Is the delay factor, right? Like from a pitching standpoint, like I just don't want to get hung there. I'm gonna watch as we get a little bit closer. We still got 2 hours. I really like that Diamondbacks lineup. If they can get that game in, even Pat, and then down low to $3,200 Pavin Smith, but Gurriel, Walker, Jock, Marte, Corbin's back up top. He's he just needed Cincinnati to get going again. I don't really love anybody on the red side. I don't mind some Steer. I actually don't hate India, but not loving the Reds otherwise.
Yeah, I really liked the Reds this morning, and then that lineup came out. It's pretty bad.
Yeah, when I wrote my article up, the lineup wasn't out yet, and I listed some of the guys, and now they got the lineup out, and I'm like, I like it. I'm surprised they're running that lineup against Montgomery. I get they're throwing some extra righty bats in there, but they're batting Espinal fifth, who just isn't a great hitter. I get he's only 3K. Fairchild, is a decent punt at 2,800, but I like it a lot less like you. I kind of like, in the next game, I kind of like some of the Nats today. Again, it's they've been hitting well. Garcia's hitting third. I really like that Garcia's third since, Sensel's fourth. Young Abrams, that top side of that lineup I like today.
Yeah, I like getting to some Jacob Young, Luis Garcia. Looking for some stolen base upside.
Yeah, that's they're just taking off there, and Baltimore has been up and down in their games. They either score a lot of runs or no runs. It kind of seems like. But Mitchell Parker, he's thrown okay, but this is, I just don't like how they project today. Like, I'm kind of indifferent. If I'm playing GPP, I'd probably have some, but they're not going to make my 3 max.
Yeah, me neither. The Nats pitching staff has been kind of good, so I'm kind of fine with just getting away from them.
Yeah. Sox are throwing. That's, Savale is right, obviously in play. I mean, that lineup is still just really ugly. That second half of that lineup is bad. So I don't hate attacking that there. And Chris Flexen scares no one. There's a reason he's only $5,800. So I like a bunch of the Rays today. I like DeLuca. I like Parades. I like Randy, Yandy. I like that top of that lineup. Even some Caballero.
Yeah, I think the Rays look pretty good. Even Alex Jackson is a pretty much min price catcher. I always like cheap catchers.
Yeah,
White
he's a nice
Sox,
punt catcher.
yeah. White Sox,
So
basically fam or bust for me.
yeah, I mean, I like that he's batting leadoff, but I don't really want anything to do with the rest of that lineup.
No.
We said yesterday go play all the Yankees. They crushed. I'm gonna go have exposure again today. Um, again, Soto's. I mean, you're paying for him, but I like that top half of that lineup.
Yeah. I mentioned I like Eric Getty. It depends on the Yankees ownership for me. If they're going to be higher owned, I'll probably be under the field. But if they're low owned, I always like a low owned Yankees.
Yeah, that's same. I'm fully gonna be ownership dependent. So yesterday we got him at nice ownership. That's why we went there. I'm not really interested in the Astros today. So that's that's just don't do anything for me. I want to target some of the other games here.
Yeah, I'm not really on the Astros either. Maybe a small stack or something, but nothing I'm really targeting.
What do you think of the Red Sox today for sale?
I actually like the Red Sox a little bit. Some of their guys, I mean, they're just so cheap. And I like Tyler O'Neill. He's pretty pricey, but I like him today. And then they got Connor Wong in the 2-hole as a catcher. He's pretty interesting. He's been swinging a hot bat. And then Devers is still way too cheap at $5K.
Yeah, Grissom's only $2,900 at second base. Rafaela is only $3,200 at shortstop. Right, if he gets on, he can get some bases. So you can mix and match that with some high price, low price guys. Atlanta's just got to get going for me before I start playing them for their price. They're still priced like they're Atlanta. I mean, they're coming down a little bit, but they're still priced like they're scoring like crazy, and they're just not.
I don't mind getting to like Albies. Other than that, I'll probably just avoid them.
And then I'm not really going to go Mariners. I like Paddock today. They just again go look at that K percentage. They just K so much. And then the Twins side, I'm not necessarily interested in a ton of the bats there versus Kirby. I like Kirby. If I'm paying up, I'm most likely going to pay up for Kirby today.
Yep, that's where I'm at. I don't really like the Mariners or the Twins. Twins they can really beat up on anybody, so I don't mind getting to a couple shares, but nothing I'd get to in just a couple of lineups.
Yeah, that's yeah. So if the Yankees aren't getting any ownership there, I'm going to like New York, right? Like I expect that, and if the Giants are down there, I like the Giants. I think we're pretty close to what we're going to see, like in a projected lineup out of them. Like, give me a bunch of those lefty bats today. Conforto's price went down. Yes, I like Estrada today. I really like Lamont Wade Jr. I'm interested to see if they finally play Soler and Coors. They haven't played him the last 2 days. If they play him there, Sabal's another. He's only $3,400 at catcher. So that's there. And then if you do want some Rockies, Jordan Beck's still real cheap for his upside. He's only $2,900. The kid has the potential to go. So because the one really good hitter they've had this season, McMahon, they're pricing him out of the ceiling. So he's $5,400 today, and I'm just not going to pay that for a one-off. Well, not for a one-off from Colorado.
Yeah, they let us down last night. I like the Giants today. I think they look pretty good. Hopefully they do let Soler in the lineup. I'd like to see him in Coors. Like you said, the lefty bats, and really no interest in the Rockies. Maybe, like you mentioned, Jordan Beck, or I like McMahon. He's pretty expensive, though.
Yeah, that's my issue with McMahon. So, and keep in mind, one of the reasons I like Paddock, Kirby today, that over under 7.5. That Yankees line, listen, the wind's blowing out. They got a 9.5 total. So I like that from a total standpoint. Those are a couple things from the betting side that stick out to me. So yeah, we got a little interesting, 7 games later here. And should be have fun. Like I said, if I would have got any help from Colorado last night, I would have took some stuff down. A little bit. I didn't even need a lot of it. I just needed a little bit, and I just got nothing.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But I'm glad I faded Harrison yesterday. So, like, that was I just can't. I can't pitch. Like, I just couldn't pitch him last night. But I like Hicks a little better today. So, we like that there. And then, like I said, those are. We'll see where they come in. Normally I like to play a little bit of later games, but I might be getting chased today instead of doing the chasing.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at too.
Yeah, I always like reeling them in. I hate having to sit there and sweat it out. Like, it's always nerve-wracking. So, cool. Well, hit us up in Discord if you got any questions. We're going to keep it short and sweet today. And let's go have a good afternoon.